Hola primas, are you tired of influencers lying to you about makeup and making you waste money? Me too. You and me together, we are bringing back the OG, honest, genuine YouTube beauty community that I miss. I miss it. Even if it's just you and me. Honest, quick, genuine thoughts on makeup and tutorials, whatever. I'm gonna be honest, because I'm honest. Yeah, I'll keep the intro short. Today we're going to be reviewing and going through some of the most viral makeup of 2024 because I feel like this year was such a saturated year of products and reviews and lies. So we need to cut through some of the BS and see what's really going on, and I feel like this will be the beginning of a fun little series and connection that you and me will have here on this channel because I love makeup. So let's get started and go through some of the most viral products of 2024. Bueno, without further ado, let's get started. No filter as always. I'm filming in front of natural light so you can really see what these products are going to be looking like on a normal person's skin. Let's start with skin prep. I think one of the most viral skin prep products I've seen this year was the Embryolisse Latte Cream. I don't know how you say it. I'm not French. Sorry about that. This has been viral for years and years. It's a cult classic in the beauty industry. I used it to prep my skin today and it does. They recently reformulated that. Keep this in mind. So if this is what you think it used to be like 2-3 years ago, it's different to me. It's a lot more emollient. It's a lot more glowy. You need a tiny bit. I love this for working on clients, on other people, because I don't think it's ever interfered with a foundation or a primer or anything. It always works great for me. Like I said, this is all I have on my skin today. I typically use it as like my moisturizer primer on one because I hate primer. Speaking of primer, I loved the new Huda Beauty one that went really viral. That one's actually nice. It blurs, it's really refreshing, it's silicone free. Okay, next for our base makeup, let's start with what I think is one of the most viral foundations of 2024 is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation. I did not expect to fall in love with the foundation this year. I want to wear this every day. Let's just put it on. I use the shade Tres Leches, but sometimes I also mix with the shade Butter Pecan. This is marketed to be like a long wearing, smoothing, matte, full coverage foundation that blurs the skin. It's marketed to be used in combination with that blurring primer that I mentioned, which you of course can use, but I found that the foundation also works beautifully alone. I hate the packaging, I'm not gonna lie. It looks cheap, but it is such an amazing formula. Let me start applying this so we can see how it's going to transform the skin. And if you're wondering, all the products used today are going to be linked in my Linktree shops. Sorry to interrupt, but speaking of Linktree shops, let's take a moment to thank today's video sponsor, Linktree. As you guys know, Linktree is an app I've used for years. It's an app that allows you to organize all your important links in one place. And Linktree shops allows you to create curated lists of your favorite products, recommendations, things that you use every day so that your followers can find them all in one place. And you as a viewer can easily find things that your favorite creators or influencers online are using. And you can even create shoppable posts directly linked to your TikTok and IG. So if you see a post of mine and you think, oh my gosh, what is she wearing on her lips? If you go to my Linktree shops, chances are the post is linked there with all the makeup I'm wearing in that video, so you never have to wonder what I'm wearing, whether it's jewelry, clothes, makeup. I'll have it linked for you guys. And if you want to claim access to your own Linktree shops, make sure to click the link in my bio and use this code here to claim access to your Linktree shops. Thank you so much to Linktree for sponsoring this video. The help allows us to keep having fun here on YouTube, primas. Bueno, cállate, me. Let's keep going with today's video. Please excuse the shade. My face is so pale compared to my body. I recently got burned outside, but I wear a lot of sunscreen on my face. I'm buffing it out with the actual Huda Beauty foundation brush. It has such a nice level of coverage, but it blurs the skin in such a natural way where it's not too matte, but it's not glowy either. I grabbed way too much of the pecan shade, which is really orange. We will fix it. Now, obviously I'm wearing foundation, duh, but I'm zooming you in, no filter. This is one of the most undetectable foundations I have ever tried, especially considering that it's like medium to full coverage. That is why I've been loving it. It just gives me such a balance, but I also look like I'm not wearing that much makeup, but girl, you know damn well you are. I like to let my foundation set for a second and move to the eyes now. For eyeshadow, please don't hate me, but I feel like the most viral eyeshadow palettes were the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes, always sold out. The Patrick Ta eyeshadow duos, I've tried to get those like for the past month. I cannot, they're always sold out. Like, what do you want me to do? And I don't get PR from them. I'm a normal girl, I'm just like you. So I'm just gonna go in and do my basic everyday eyeshadow look. Next for concealer, I think one of the most viral concealers of the year was the Hourglass concealer. and the Too Faced concealer. Personally, hated them both. I tried them both. The Hourglass one emphasized every line and pore I didn't even know I had on my skin. Creased like crazy. I loved that it was full coverage, but they both just emphasized everything. Not for me, but let me tell you what was for me, and I can't believe this hasn't gone viral. Maybe it will in 2025. This Natasha Denona concealer, the best I've tried so far. I don't have like the perfect shade, so I need to do a little like cocktail here. Excuse me while I do this. This Lancome concealer is more cool, which I need right now since I look so orange. Thank you. You will see the power of this concealer. This is so full coverage, but it's so thin. It kind of leaks out, which is disgusting. Get it together, Natasha. But it has so much coverage. I love this one since it's so light. I use it as like a brightening shade. This one's advertised as like waterproof, full coverage. It claims to be crease proof. I don't think it's crease proof, but it's definitely, definitely crease resistant. It's one of the best shade ranges out there because some brands like this Lancome one, these either run like yellow or orange. I would say this concealer is for one that likes coverage but doesn't want to feel like they're wearing thick cakey makeup, and one that's really long wearing. That is where I put that Natasha concealer. Look how thin that is and how it's just covering up my ojeras, my dark circles. Okay, next, contour bronzer. One of the most viral contours that I saw was the Westman Atelier Shade and Biscuit because it's one of the only cooler tones on the market that's shade swatched on me. I genuinely love this thing. Depending on the time of the year, it fits my skin tone. Sometimes it is too light and it kind of just blends into my skin. Right now, it's kind of working. The formula blends like butter. It's really nice. The drawback is that the full size is probably $50. It's very expensive. I also love the milk one. This one is more for, it's still expensive. It's still pricey, but I love the shade range as well. There is more shades than the Westman Atelier one, but you can't get a good cool tone contour from them. In the world of cream bronzer, I saw a lot of people speaking about the LYS bronzer this year. Can never find it. I don't know, you guys. I don't have access to all the products all the time, but I also saw a lot of people speaking about the Say cream bronzer, saying that this compared to the Chanel cream bronzer, which I also have right here. This Say one does not compare at all to the Chanel. It's a completely different formula, but with that said, I still love this one. This is a more creamy, dewy, natural finish. It works great over products, alone, however you want to use it. They have a good shade range as well. Now for blush, we have two victims. To me, one of the more viral cream blushes was the cream blush duos from Patrick Ta. Sorry, mine's dirty. I hit pan for the first time ever on any product on this blush. That means something. I love this product. A more affordable cream blush that I saw on the market that was really viral this year was also the e.l.f. liquid blushes. I love those. I love the shade Suave Mauve. I think it's something mauve in the name. I love that formula. It's very, very comparable to the Rare Beauty blushes. Super pigmented. They do have more of a dewy finish, but they blend deviously, amazingly. Definitely leave comments telling me what you think was like the more viral product, because this is just from my perspective. I guess I could have like researched data, but girl, the data is my eyes. You may think all cream blushes are the same, but they are not. Some feel very tacky, almost gluey. This one almost melts when you touch it. It gets very, very slippy, not oily, but not sticky, very soft, which I like because some cream blushes do have a very sticky feeling to them where it's almost hard to apply it. This one blends in very, very nicely. And for the price, you do get two finishes. You'll never go through it if you're a normal person. I have the shade She's Blushing, which is a more natural shade. If you know me, you know I love red blushes, so this is kind of maybe a shocker for everyone, but I love how it just seamlessly works with any look and it layers very well. Like if I have an important event, I'm wearing this blush because I know it's gonna work with my clothes, with my jewelry, whatever. Now, setting powder. Let's talk. There's a lot. Now, keep in mind, I'm not at my house right now, so I don't have everything in front of me. One of the most viral powders this year was this Givenchy powder, but for the wrong reasons. This was an amazing powder. It's been a cult classic for years. This year, it was reformulated, so it's not the same. Do not buy it anymore unless you want a literal highlighter. This is the old version. When I found out they reformulated it, I went out and bought like 5 because I love it that much. Another viral powder would definitely be the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, which also has been a cult classic for years. I use and love that one. I like the shade Peach Pie on me. I would definitely say that's a more intense full beat kind of powder, but it's definitely versatile. You can use it lightly on a brush or go crazy and bake with it all over. That's the one I would be using today if I brought it with me, but I forgot it because I'm not dumb. In 2024, 2025, we are positive self-talk. Another super viral powder of the year was the Charlotte Tilbury Pressed Hollywood Finish powder. I feel like everyone knows about this powder. Some people use it to set, but it is called a finishing powder, and traditionally finishing powders are used as a last step to kind of blur the skin out. This is definitely one of the most blurring powders out there. It has more coverage to it, so be careful when picking a shade. I have 2 medium, and if I use this under my eyes, sometimes it gets a little too dark, so I don't use it to set my under eyes. Anyway, it is good, but it's pricey. Now for powder blush, because obviously more is more. In my opinion, one of the most viral blushes was this Dior Addict Rosy Glow blush thing. What's it even called? Dior Rosy Glow. It comes in this super cute packaging. I have shade Cherry. As you know, I'm a red blush girl, and you would think that that's a mirror. It's not. It's literally like foggy. It just looks like a piece of metal. I have no idea if that was intentional or what. This is like $40, if not more. Why is there not a functioning mirror in this piece of plastic? Does it feel like $50? No. Or 40? Whatever. Potato. It's a lot of money. This is in the shade Cherry, which is supposed to be red. This looks like coral to me. I'll swatch it for you too because it does have pigment. It has more. Ooh. It doesn't have a lot of pigment, but it's definitely more pigmented. It doesn't have a lot of pigment, as I was saying, but it definitely has more than the original one, since they are, I think, reformulated. I don't know, that's not really giving cherry to me, which is really annoying because I'm a red blush connoisseur. Depending on your taste, you might like a blush like this that is less pigmented, whereas the Patrick Ta one is super pigmented. I like to use this just over my cream blush to give it a little pop. You can see it pop through, definitely for more natural days. Or I do like the formula. I personally enjoy how it's not that pigmented, but I know some people might not like that. The formula is not that. I have nothing to write home about. Like, it's really just a light powder blush. You can tell it's a good formula. There's no kickback when you dip into the product. It's blended very nicely, like I said. But at the end of the day, it is just a light coverage powder blush. Do you need it? Definitely not. If you want a lighter coverage blush, just dust off the excess. I do like it, but it's 1000% not necessary. No. And I also hate the fact that the shade is not more like deep red, because I've never seen like a coral cherry. Have you? I'm gonna put on my lashes and I'll be right back. These, I don't think have gone viral, but these are my favorite lashes of all time. Everyone always asks. It's these. We need to hurry up. We're losing light. Lip liner. What was the most viral lip liner of the year? I don't really know, but in my opinion, NYX Cold Brew girl. Do you follow me on TikTok? Yes or yes. If you know the NYX Cold Brew journey, you know something big is coming soon. If you don't know, we're on the journey to find a dupe for this because it was reformulated and it's no longer the same. I don't know what would be the other most viral lip liner of the year. The only other liner I can think of is like Endless Cacao by Makeup Forever or MAC Stone, which are very cool toned shades. They're great. If you want a more affordable option, let me know. I'm so sorry about that. I can't find my MAC Chestnut. I'm freaking out about it. Okay, so we're just gonna have to use another brown to finish up my lip. Gloss, my favorite makeup category ever. Now, in my humble opinion, I think the Lawless Forget the Filler gloss went so viral because of moi for a little bit. But also, to be fair, I also think the YSL Candy Glaze gloss went super viral because I know a lot of people are talking about Alex Earl using this, but like it's been my signature gloss the whole time, but ain't nobody care about me. They care about Miss Alex. She's beautiful. Love her. So it has gone really viral because of her. It's one of these like glossy bomb situations that click up. Also, Tarte's went super viral. That one's nice as well, but that one has like a mentholy, minty sensation that I do not like. But I love the formula, don't get me wrong. This, I love how this retractable thing goes up and down so you don't waste product. You're not anxious about like, oh, I clicked too many times. No, it smells great. I have the shade 2, which is basically a clear, and you just slide it on and you get the most beautiful, high shine, long wearing, moisturizing gloss. Every time I stop using this and I come back to it, I'm like, oh, why did I stop using this? This is one of those products, like if it ever got discontinued, I would lose my mind. It has a perfect thickness. It doesn't feel oily. It lasts forever on the lips. It's so moisturizing. I love it. Definitely worth it, but it's so pricey. There are definitely alternatives to this if you want to know more affordable options to all the things I'm mentioning, or like dupes, whatever you want. Definitely let me know. I'll make a video. I have a lot of, there's always an affordable alternative. Don't feel pressured to buy anything just because I'm saying, oh my god, it's amazing. Don't feel pressured, please. I also love the Lawless one. It's super high shine. It's a little lighter than this one. Very shiny. It has like peptides and not like foo science, good for your lips. It's so pricey though because you only get like 3.3 mils, which is not a lot. Y bueno primas, así quedó el look. This is the final look, going through some of the most viral beauty products from 2024. Let me know if you like this kind of video, if you want more real raw reviews, tutorials, get ready with me's, and of course I would love to do that. Make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment. How is your day going? I want to know. I want to connect with you guys. Sorry for the dog barking. He's barking. Duh.